The sky was clear and the breeze gentle as Nix's shuttle descended toward the Earth's surface, a planet celebrated across the galaxy for its vast blue oceans and lush green landscapes. However, today was not a day for sightseeing. As a proud warrior of the Xerian race, renowned for their martial prowess and dominance over lesser civilizations in the Outer Rim, Nix had a clear mission: infiltrate the Terran military academy, learn their strategies, and determine if humans posed a threat to Xerian supremacy in the galaxy. The Terran Military Academy, situated on a sprawling campus surrounded by rugged mountains, was the cradle of Earth's finest military leaders. Its reputation for producing tactically sound and physically formidable officers had reached even the distant stars of Xeria. As his shuttle touched down on the designated pad, Nix's towering figure cast a long shadow over the tarmac, his armored suit gleaming under the sun. A formation of human cadets awaited him, their uniforms crisp and their faces impassive. At the front of the formation, a man with sharp eyes and a chiseled jaw stepped forward. Commander Harris, the Academy's superintendent. His handshake was firm, and his voice carried a calm authority as he welcomed Nix to Earth. "We are honored to host a warrior of Xeria. We hope your time here will be enlightening," Commander Harris said, gesturing towards the parade of cadets who began their demonstration. The cadets moved with precision, their synchronization and discipline evident in every step. Nix observed keenly, noting their rigorous training and the serious expressions on their faces. Despite their relatively small stature compared to the towering Xerians, the humans exuded an air of determination and resilience. Commander Harris led Nix through the academy, showcasing various training facilities. They visited the obstacle course, where cadets pushed their physical limits, and the strategy room, where intense war games were conducted. Nix was impressed by the humans' tactical ingenuity and physical endurance. However, he maintained an impassive demeanor, determined not to reveal any hint of admiration. During lunch in the mess hall, Nix engaged in conversation with some of the cadets. They were eager to learn about Xerian military tactics and shared stories of their own training experiences. Nix found their curiosity and camaraderie unexpectedly refreshing. The Terran Military Academy, he realized, was not just about training warriors but also about fostering a sense of unity and purpose. In the afternoon, Commander Harris invited Nix to observe a live combat exercise. The scenario involved a simulated urban conflict, with cadets divided into opposing teams. Nix watched as they employed clever tactics, using the environment to their advantage and coordinating their movements with precision. The exercise concluded with a decisive victory for one team, achieved through a combination of strategic planning and sheer determination. As the day drew to a close, Nix couldn't help but feel a growing sense of respect for the human cadets. Their spirit and ingenuity were undeniable, and he began to question the initial assumptions about their potential threat to Xerian supremacy. However, he was also aware that his mission required a thorough and unbiased assessment. In the evening, Commander Harris hosted a formal dinner in Nix's honor. As they dined, Harris spoke candidly about the challenges and aspirations of the Terran Military Academy. He expressed a desire for peaceful coexistence and mutual understanding between their races, emphasizing the importance of learning from one another. Nix pondered Harris's words. The humans, despite their technological inferiority, possessed qualities that made them formidable in their own right. Their adaptability, creativity, and indomitable spirit were assets that could not be underestimated. As he prepared to leave Earth the next morning, Nix stood on a hill overlooking the academy. The experience had been enlightening, as Commander Harris had hoped, but more than that, it had been humbling. The Terran Military Academy had shown him that strength was not solely measured by martial prowess, but also by the capacity for growth, unity, and resilience. Returning to his shuttle, Nix knew his report to the Xerian High Command would reflect a nuanced perspective. Humans were indeed a force to be reckoned with, not because they posed an immediate threat, but because of their potential to rise to any challenge. And perhaps, just perhaps, they could be allies rather than adversaries in the vast expanse of the galaxy. As Nix's shuttle ascended into the sky, he couldn't shake off the thoughts that had been swirling in his mind since his visit. The Terran Military Academy had not only shown him the strength and resilience of humans, but also the potential for collaboration and mutual respect. Upon his return to Xeria, Nyx was summoned to present his findings to the Xerian High Command. The Grand Chamber was filled with the imposing figures of the Xerian leaders, their stern expressions reflecting their anticipation. As Nyx stepped forward, he took a deep breath, ready to share his experience. The Terran Military Academy, located on Earth, presents a formidable institution dedicated to the training of their military leaders, Nyx began. Their tactics are innovative, their physical training rigorous, and their unity and determination are exceptional. The humans possess qualities that make them resilient and adaptable warriors. The council members exchanged glances, murmuring among themselves. High Commander Rylak, a seasoned and respected leader, leaned forward, his piercing gaze fixed on Nyx. "Do they pose a threat to Xerian supremacy?" he asked, his voice echoing through the chamber. Nyx paused, choosing his words carefully. "They have the potential to be a significant force, but not necessarily as adversaries. Their strength lies not just in their military capabilities, but in their ability to unite and overcome challenges. I believe that humans could be valuable allies rather than enemies." The chamber fell silent, the council members contemplating Nyx's words. High Commander Rylak's expression softened slightly. "You propose an alliance with the humans?" "I propose that we explore the possibility of collaboration," Nyx replied. "Their ingenuity and resilience could complement our martial prowess. Together, we could achieve greater security and prosperity for both our races." The council members continued their deliberations, weighing the implications of Nyx's proposal. After what seemed like an eternity, High Commander Rylak spoke again. "Your assessment is unexpected, Nyx, but it holds merit. We will consider this course of action." In the following months, tentative steps were taken towards fostering a relationship between the Xerians and the humans. Delegations were exchanged, and joint training exercises were conducted. Nyx found himself frequently returning to Earth, building bridges of understanding and cooperation. The transformation was not without challenges. There were moments of mistrust and tension, but the shared goal of mutual benefit and the efforts of leaders like Nyx and Commander Harris helped navigate these obstacles. Slowly, a foundation of respect and collaboration was established. Years later, Nyx stood alongside Commander Harris on a new planet, a neutral ground chosen for a historic event. Representatives from both Xeria and Earth gathered to sign a treaty of alliance, marking the beginning of a new era. As the ceremony concluded, Nyx looked at the assembled leaders and cadets from both worlds, feeling a sense of accomplishment and hope. "We have come a long way," Harris said, standing beside him. "From skepticism to partnership." "Indeed," Nyx replied, a rare smile crossing his face. "We have shown that even the most different of species can find common ground and work towards a shared future." As they left the ceremony, the galaxy seemed a little smaller and the future a little brighter. The alliance between Xeria and Earth stood as a testament to the power of understanding and the strength that comes from unity, promising a new chapter in the history of both civilizations. The signing of the treaty marked a significant turning point, and the alliance between Xeria and Earth began to yield tangible benefits. Joint research initiatives led to technological advancements that neither species could have achieved alone. Medical breakthroughs, sustainable energy solutions, and innovations in space travel emerged from collaborative efforts, enriching both civilizations. Nyx and Commander Harris became symbols of this newfound partnership, frequently appearing together at conferences and ceremonies, advocating for further integration and cooperation. Their friendship, forged through mutual respect and shared experiences, served as a powerful example of what could be accomplished when differences were set aside in pursuit of common goals. One day, as they stood on the observation deck of a newly constructed space station, another joint venture between Earth and Xeria, Nyx and Harris reflected on the journey that had brought them to this point. "Do you remember the first day you visited the Academy?" Harris asked, his eyes twinkling with nostalgia. "Vividly," Nyx replied. "I came with skepticism, expecting to find weaknesses to exploit. Instead, I found strength in unexpected places and lessons I never anticipated." Harris nodded. "And I remember wondering if we could ever find common ground with someone who seemed so different. Yet, here we are, building a future together." Their conversation was interrupted by a call from the station's control room. A joint exploration mission was about to be launched, with crews composed of both humans and Xerians. This mission, aimed at exploring a newly discovered star system, was a testament to the Alliance's success and the shared curiosity that drove both species to venture into the unknown. As they watched the launch, Nyx felt a deep sense of pride. The collaboration between Earth and Xeria had not only enhanced their technological capabilities, but also enriched their cultures. Exchanges of art, music, and literature had flourished, creating a tapestry of shared human and Xerian experiences. Festivals were held to celebrate this cultural exchange, with Nyx often participating in these events, enjoying the blend of traditions. However, not everyone was content with the alliance. There were factions on both sides that harbored mistrust and resentment, fearing that cooperation would dilute their cultural identities or lead to exploitation. Addressing these concerns became a crucial part of Nyx and Harris's mission. They embarked on a series of diplomatic tours, engaging with critics and skeptics, listening to their concerns, and demonstrating the tangible benefits of the alliance. Their efforts gradually won over many doubters, though some resistance remained. During one such tour, an unforeseen crisis arose. A rogue faction from the Outer Rim, opposed to the Xerian-Human alliance, launched an attack on a joint research facility. The assault caused significant damage and threatened to unravel the fragile trust that had been built. Nyx and Harris acted swiftly, coordinating a joint response that combined the strategic acumen of both military forces. The operation was a success, neutralizing the threat and preventing further escalation. Their coordinated efforts showcased the strength of their partnership, turning a potential disaster into a reaffirmation of their alliance. In the aftermath, Nyx addressed a gathering of leaders and citizens from both worlds. Today, we faced a challenge that tested our resolve. We responded not as separate entities, but as allies united by a common purpose. Let this be a reminder that our strength lies in our unity, and together, there is no challenge we cannot overcome. The crowd's response was overwhelmingly positive, reinforcing the bond between Xeria and Earth. As time passed, the alliance continued to thrive, evolving into a powerful coalition that welcomed other species and civilizations. This interstellar community, founded on principles of mutual respect and collaboration, worked together to address the galaxy's most pressing challenges. Decades later, Nyx and Harris, now revered elder statesmen, stood before a new generation of leaders. The young cadets, a mix of humans, Xerians, and members of other allied species, listened intently as the two pioneers shared their stories and wisdom. Nyx concluded his address with a message of hope and unity. Remember, the journey to understanding and cooperation is never easy, but it is always worth it. Together, we can create a galaxy where all species thrive, and the stars are within our reach. As they looked out at the diverse assembly, Nyx and Harris knew that the legacy of their alliance would endure, lighting the way for future generations to explore the cosmos together, united in purpose and vision. Years passed, and the alliance between Xeria and Earth continued to strengthen and expand, becoming a cornerstone of interstellar diplomacy and cooperation. The joint efforts in exploration, science, and culture inspired many other species to join the coalition, creating a diverse and vibrant galactic community. Nyx and Harris, now considered legends, watched as their vision unfolded into a thriving reality. They continued to mentor the new generation of leaders, ensuring that the principles of unity and collaboration remained at the heart of the alliance. One day, as Nyx and Harris were preparing for a historic event, the inauguration of the First Intergalactic Council, they received an urgent message. A distant outpost on the edge of the Coalition's territory had detected an unknown signal, unlike anything they had encountered before. The signal's origin was traced to a region of space that had long been shrouded in mystery and danger. Recognizing the potential significance of this discovery, Nyx and Harris immediately assembled a team of experts from various member species. This new mission aimed to uncover the source of the signal and determine its implications for the Coalition. As they embarked on this journey, Nyx and Harris couldn't help but feel a sense of déjà vu. It reminded them of their early days of exploration and the initial steps toward building the alliance. Their ship, a marvel of combined Xerian and human engineering, sped through the stars, guided by the best minds of the Coalition. After days of travel, they arrived at the coordinates of the signal. What they found left them in awe, a massive, ancient structure floating in the void, covered in enigmatic symbols and technology far beyond their understanding. The structure pulsed with a faint, rhythmic energy, as if it were alive. As the team began to explore the structure, they discovered records and artifacts from a civilization that predated all known species in the galaxy. The ancient race, known as the Eldreth, had left behind a legacy of incredible knowledge and technology. Among the records were warnings about a cataclysmic event that had threatened their existence, prompting them to leave clues and resources for future civilizations to discover and learn from. Nix and Harris realized that the Eldreth's wisdom could be the key to addressing many of the Coalition's challenges, from technological advancements to understanding cosmic phenomena. They carefully documented their findings and prepared to return to the Coalition with this invaluable knowledge. However, as they prepared to depart, they encountered a new challenge. The structure's activation had attracted the attention of a hostile force from beyond the galaxy, an ancient enemy of the Eldreth, now awakened by the signal. This enemy, a powerful and relentless species known as the Drakari, posed an existential threat to the entire Coalition. Nix and Harris knew they had to act quickly. They coordinated a defense strategy, leveraging the combined military and technological might of the Coalition. The ensuing battle was intense and grueling, testing the limits of their alliance. Through strategic brilliance, cooperation, and sheer determination, the Coalition forces managed to repel the Drakari, though the threat remained. Returning to the Coalition with both the Eldreth's knowledge and the dire warning of the Drakari, Nix and Harris addressed the Intergalactic Council. They emphasized the importance of unity and preparedness in the face of this new threat. "Today, we stand at a crossroads," Nix declared. "The knowledge of the Eldreth offers us great potential, but it also comes with a warning. The Drakari are powerful and relentless, but together, we have the strength to face them. Our unity is our greatest weapon, and we must continue to strengthen our bonds and innovate together." Harris added, "We have overcome many challenges by working together. This new threat is no different. We will face it as we always have, united, determined, and ready to protect our future." The Intergalactic Council responded with resounding support. Plans were set in motion to enhance defenses, integrate the Eldreth's technology, and prepare for any future encounters with the Drakari. In the following years, the Coalition's efforts paid off. They developed advanced technologies, fortified their defenses, and deepened their alliances. The threat of the Drakari remained a constant reminder of the importance of unity and vigilance. Nix and Harris, though older and wiser, continued to lead by example, their legacy cemented in the Coalition's history. They watched with pride as new leaders emerged, carrying forward their vision of a united galaxy. In the twilight of their lives, Nix and Harris reflected on their journey. They had transformed from skeptics to pioneers of an unprecedented alliance. Their efforts had not only brought peace and prosperity, but had also prepared their civilizations for the challenges of the future. As they gazed at the stars from their vantage point on the space station, Nix turned to Harris. "We've come a long way, my friend. Together, we've built something truly remarkable." Harris nodded, a contented smile on his face. "And the journey continues, Nix. The stars are our legacy, and our unity is our greatest achievement. Together, we have shown that anything is possible." With that, they watched as a new generation of explorers and leaders ventured into the cosmos, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, united by the ideals that Nix and Harris had championed. Their legacy would endure, lighting the way for a future where all species could thrive together among the stars. The years that followed solidified the Intergalactic Coalition as a beacon of hope and unity in the galaxy. The Alliance's successes in integrating the Eldreth's advanced technology and strengthening their defenses against the Drakari showcased the unparalleled power of cooperation. Nix and Harris, now serving as honorary advisors to the Intergalactic Council, witnessed the Coalition flourish. The Council comprised leaders from numerous species, all working together to ensure peace, prosperity, and security. The Coalition's achievements in science, culture, and diplomacy inspired other star systems to join, creating an ever-expanding network of allied worlds. Despite the Coalition's advances, the threat of the Drakari lingered. The coalition maintained constant vigilance, with frequent patrols and intelligence gathering to monitor any signs of the enemy. New defense systems, inspired by Eldreth technology, were deployed across the coalition's territories, creating an interstellar shield against potential invasions. One fateful day, a coalition scout ship detected unusual activity near the edge of known space. It was a Drakari fleet, larger and more formidable than anything encountered before. The Council convened an emergency session to address the imminent threat. Nix and Harris, along with other esteemed advisors, provided their insights and guidance. The Drakari have been biding their time, amassing their forces, Nix said gravely. We must be prepared for a confrontation unlike any we've faced. Harris added, our strength lies in our unity. We must coordinate our defenses, leverage our advanced technology, and stand together as one. The Council agreed, launching a coalition-wide mobilization. Fleets from every member species assembled, forming a vast armada ready to defend their shared home. Scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to enhance their ships and weapons, integrating the best of Eldreth and Coalition technology. As the Drakari fleet approached, the Coalition's forces stood ready. The two armadas faced each other in the depths of space, a tense silence preceding the inevitable clash. The battle that ensued was epic in scale and ferocity. The Drakari's relentless assault met the Coalition's determined defense. Nix and Harris, though no longer active commanders, watched from the Coalition's command center, their hearts heavy with the gravity of the conflict. Throughout the battle, the Coalition's unity proved to be their greatest asset. Ships from different species fought side by side, their diverse tactics and technologies complementing each other. The Eldreth's ancient wisdom guided their strategies, helping them anticipate and counter the Drakari's moves. Despite their best efforts, the battle took a toll on both sides. Losses were heavy, and the outcome remained uncertain. In a desperate bid to turn the tide, the Coalition deployed a newly developed weapon, a powerful energy wave derived from Eldreth technology. It disrupted the Drakari's coordination, creating an opening for the Coalition to press their advantage. Seizing the moment, the Coalition's forces launched a coordinated counterattack. The Drakari fleet began to falter, their ships falling one by one. The Coalition's unity and determination shone through as they pushed the enemy back. After hours of intense fighting, the Drakari fleet finally retreated, their forces in disarray. The Coalition had achieved a hard-fought victory, but the cost was high. As the surviving ships returned to their respective worlds, the Coalition mourned their fallen heroes and honored their sacrifice. In the aftermath of the battle, Nix and Harris addressed the Intergalactic Council and the Coalition citizens. Today, we have proven that our unity is stronger than any threat, Nix said, his voice filled with emotion. The Drakari sought to divide and conquer us, but they underestimated the power of our alliance. Harris continued, we have faced a great trial and emerged victorious. Let this victory be a testament to our resolve and a reminder of what we can achieve when we stand together. Our journey is far from over, but we will continue to strive for peace, prosperity, and unity. The Coalition began the arduous task of rebuilding and fortifying their defenses. The battle had left scars, but it had also strengthened their resolve. They redoubled their efforts to advance their technology, improve their defenses, and deepen their bonds. Nix and Harris, though older and bearing the weight of their years, continued to inspire and guide the Coalition. They saw in the new generation the same determination and hope that had driven them in their younger days. One evening, as they stood on the observation deck of the space station, Nix turned to Harris. We've come full circle, haven't we? Harris nodded, a smile playing on his lips. Indeed, we have. From skepticism and fear to unity and strength, we've built something that will endure long after we're gone. Nix looked out at the stars, a sense of peace washing over him. The future is bright, my friend. Our legacy will live on in the unity we've forged and the hope we've inspired. As they watched the stars together, they knew that their journey had been worth every challenge and sacrifice. The Coalition they had helped create would continue to explore, protect, and thrive, a shining example of what could be achieved when diverse species came together in the spirit of cooperation and mutual respect. The galaxy, once filled with uncertainty and division, now looked towards a future of endless possibilities, united under the banner of the Intergalactic Coalition, a testament to the enduring power of unity and the unbreakable bonds of friendship. In the twilight of their years, Nix and Harris retired from their active roles, confident that the Intergalactic Coalition was in capable hands. They settled on a serene planet, a new homeworld designated as a symbol of unity, where beings from all member species lived and worked together harmoniously. This planet, named Concordia, became a thriving center of learning, culture, and innovation. On Concordia, Nix and Harris spent their days mentoring young leaders and sharing their vast experiences. They took joy in the simple pleasures of life, often reminiscing about their journey and the incredible transformation they had witnessed. One day, as they sat together under the shade of a grand tree, a hybrid species symbolizing the blending of their worlds, Nix turned to Harris. "It's amazing how far we've come, from skepticism and distrust to this beautiful unity." Harris smiled, his eyes reflecting the peace he felt. "We've built something truly remarkable, Nix. Our efforts have paved the way for a future where all species can thrive together." Their peaceful existence was occasionally interrupted by visits from old friends and new leaders, all eager to seek their wisdom. The pair remained humble, always emphasizing that their success was a collective achievement, born from the efforts of countless individuals across many worlds. One evening, a grand celebration was held on Concordia to honor the legacy of the Intergalactic Coalition and its founders. Leaders from all member species gathered to pay tribute to Nix and Harris, acknowledging their vision and dedication. As they stood on the stage, looking out at the diverse assembly, Nix felt a deep sense of fulfillment. "We have shown that unity is our greatest strength," he said, his voice resonating with emotion. "Let this coalition be a beacon of hope and cooperation for generations to come." Harris nodded, adding, "Our journey has been long and challenging, but it has been worth every step. Together, we have created a legacy of peace and prosperity that will endure." The celebration continued late into the night, filled with music, laughter, and stories of shared experiences. Nix and Harris were surrounded by friends and allies, each a testament to the powerful bonds they had forged. In their final years, Nix and Harris remained active participants in the coalition's affairs, offering guidance and support whenever needed. They took great pride in watching the new generation of leaders rise to the challenges, carrying forward the torch of unity and cooperation. One serene evening, as the twin suns of Concordia set on the horizon, casting a golden glow across the landscape, Nix and Harris sat together, reflecting on their extraordinary journey. "Do you think they will remember us?" Nix asked, a hint of nostalgia in his voice. Harris smiled warmly. "They will remember what we stood for, Nix. The ideals of unity, peace, and cooperation. Our legacy is not just in our names, but in the enduring spirit of the coalition we've helped build." As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Nix and Harris knew that their mission was complete. They had not only secured the future of their own worlds, but had also inspired countless others to seek peace and unity. In the hearts and minds of those they had touched, Nix and Harris's legacy would live on, a shining example of what could be achieved when diverse beings came together with a common purpose. And so, with contentment and peace, they watched the stars, knowing that the galaxy was in good hands and that their work had truly made a difference. And so, under the vast, star-filled sky of Concordia, surrounded by the harmony they had helped create, Nix and Harris found their well-deserved rest, their spirits forever intertwined with the enduring legacy of the Intergalactic Coalition.